success, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And front and center is Jacoby Brissett. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Commanders and the Dolphins. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. Pass to 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since the Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On gain of 17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Tua now on 1st down.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
The Commanders' offense set to go to work, and they're led by the veteran who's bounced around a bit in season number 8 now. It's Jacoby Brissett.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago,
just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Brissett on 3rd and 2.
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Hey, kill. Hey, check. Go.
Brissett now.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Tua now on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 7.
Brissett.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Gibson
shrugs him off. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this drive will begin with a run from H.A. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense back out there. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now Brissett. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 11 now.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, kill. Middle. Go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Thomas brings it in. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. Again, it's Brissett. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Brissett sets to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Another catch there for Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Wilson in motion left. And they'll run here with A-Chain. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Logan Thomas out in front as the Washington offense runs back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defense.
And now off to the races down the right side. Antonio Gibson, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. Well, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami set to take over. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this one too low.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, come on.
Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Brissett. It got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Byron Pringle, 75 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Slide for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Tua going to throw. Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Dancing to his left. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Again, it's A-Chain.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score.
Touchdown, Washington.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Devon A-Chain in the offense ready to go once again.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy line, but you don't. Why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play in a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
You're an analyst.
you do it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with A-Chain.
And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Miami.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Sam Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, kill. Left. Rabbit. Go.
Brissett on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Go.
Brissett now. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' gains 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 157 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. 2 in the Dolphins offense getting ready to take over once again. He's closing in on 300 yards passing already in this first half as he'll take over here on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's A-Chain headed right. There he goes, right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Brissett to throw on first. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Down the right sideline. He may go. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 45.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Gibson here running out of the gun. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as they get this up to about the 42. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Brissett's throw taken in by Pringle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. To throw is Brissett. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here now, 2nd and 4. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 44. Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, kill. Go.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 15. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Commanders first down.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now run through the air. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Brissett now on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? Up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Once more, Gibson.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll get it down this time to 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
No gain on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Brissett. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Tua. Here's Higgins out on the right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on third down. Really should have a better game plan installed to try to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Jacoby Brissett and the Commander offense out for this next drive.
He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes, he thinks he's going to throw a whole lot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
That's a good hard running there as he pushes way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 235 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Gibson again.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those
taking it right down Broadway. He may go. Jalen Waddle, touchdown. Jalen Waddle taking it in. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Brissett. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That last catch, a big one, folks. He's now gone over 300 yards receiving in this game. It is a game for the ages. Brissett on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Throwing, Brissett. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will see. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brissett. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A handoff for Gibson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A carry for Gibson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Slide for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this drive will begin with a run from H.A.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. His throw incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And some room to run now.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Brissett now. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
To throw, Brissett. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Brissett.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, kill.
Now Brissett. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now Tua. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, 22 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson.
And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so, because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. Gets around him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40.
Once more, Gibson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, kill.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Washington, first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Sly on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's Wilson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Tua on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A handoff for Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Washington, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through it.